Well, it was a bill causing a lot of controversy on the Assembly floor this year, and now Governor Newsom has signed it into law. Starting January 1st, buying a 15, 16, or 17-year-old for sex will be considered a felony. ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen joins us in studio after talking with the governor and the bill's original author.
Well, Becca, Democratic Assembly member Maggie Krell initially introduced this bill, but it came with a lot of criticisms from her Democratic colleagues and support from Republicans. Now, through the process, Krell was removed as the primary author, but tonight she tells me it was never about recognition. She just wanted safeguards in place for sex trafficking victims.
A grown man who buys a 16 or 17-year-old for commercial sex, that will now be able to be charged as a felony.
Following a heated debate over Assembly Bill 379, Governor Gavin Newsom officially made it law. The bill aims to protect victims of sex trafficking, specifically those 3 years under the age of 18, by closing a loophole that previously made it a misdemeanor to traffic 16 to 17-year-olds. Advocacy groups had pushed back on the change.
There were a lot of youth advocates and activists who were concerned about the way that automatic felonies levied against older teens in relationships with other minors.
Democratic Assembly member Maggie Krell first introduced the bill, but was removed as the primary author in a dramatic moment on the Assembly floor and replaced with Democratic Assembly members Stephanie Nguyen and Nick Schultz. Still, Krell says she's proud of this bill and is grateful the governor signed it.
If men are willing to go out there and be part of that and buy them and use their own disposable income for their pleasure and not pay any regard to what these girls are going through, they should be prosecuted as felons.
During a press conference at McClellan, Governor Gavin Newsom reiterated his support for this legislation.
I was very grateful the legislature took the leadership, made some amendments, worked across party lines to get that bill on my desk, and I was honored to sign it.
Sacramento County Sheriff Jim Cooper has been a vocal supporter of the bill since its start and says, in part, this is a major step forward for public safety and protecting our children. The sheriff's office has conducted multiple operations to address sex trafficking and says this new law will help with their enforcement.
The biggest thing is now are the penalties that go along with it. This won't simply be a misdemeanor where they get a ticket and go off on their way.
The law will take effect on January 1st. It would also require those convicted to complete a program on human trafficking and make it a misdemeanor for anyone to loiter in any public space with the intent to buy commercial sex.
An additional fine of $1,000 could also be required to anyone convicted, and that money would go towards the Survivor Support Fund. Becca?